6th of August 1995, Hurlstonians, both past and present, gathered at the school for the unveiling of its World War II honour roll. With some 2,000 people in attendance, the day's ceremonies began with the old boys, their families, current students and the Hurlstone community gathering in the school's memorial forest. To coincide with the unveiling of the World War II honour roll, special focus was placed on the school's memorial forest, planted in 1950. Giving new significance to the memorial, old boys returning to Hurlstone were offered the chance to plant a new eucalypt. As a result, 150 new trees were added to the memorial forest. This replanting by Hurlstone's veterans is of special significance and will ensure the original intention of this living tribute. The original dedication was again inferred on the can, which was guarded by a catafalque party raised from the school cadet unit.
Rest on arms. Rest.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hurlstone's Memorial Forest. As you are aware, we have gathered here this morning to continue a tradition established 45 years ago. The tradition of honouring and remembering Hurlstonians who have served by planting a living memorial was begun on Saturday the 27th of May, 1950. I hope you have enjoyed the part you have played. To remind us what it was that helped inspire Hurlstonians of pre-war times, I will now read the poem, Pro Patria. From northern highlands hailing, from southern snow-capped hills, from western plains and valleys, from the city's smoke and mills. Come boys to make old Hurlstone, of which our hearts are fond, the school that leads us onward, Pro Patria, our bond. They come from hut and homestead, where the Darling River flows. They come from cold Monaro, where winter spreads his snows. But here at Hurlstone gathered, from near and far beyond, one tie keeps us together, Pro Patria, our bond. They come from waving wheatlands, from vales where orchards sleep. They come from northern grasslands, where cattle graze and sheep. But Hurlstone's spirit calls us. We hear the fervent sound of words that bind a nation, pro patria, our bond. They come from town and village, from office and from mart, from farmless and white station, to play a nation's part. They hear the call of Hurlstone, and with one voice respond. Our common faith, our hearthstone, pro patria, our bond. As a mark of respect for the original planting of the forest, the exhortation, dedication and blessing inferred on this memorial in 1950 will be repeated today by Old Boy Archdeacon Williams.
That their sacrifice and service may be remembered for all time, we shall dedicate this cairn and this place of trees which bear their names. In sacred memory of all who served God, King and country, going forth from this place, I do solemnly dedicate this cairn and this area. May those in whose memory it is established ever be remembered. May the names of those who sacrificed their lives ever be honoured. May the memory of their deeds be evergreen, even as the trees planted in this place.
We now invite Roy Gribble, our oldest known Old Boy veteran present, and Ilana Napier, our youngest member of the cadet unit, to lay the first wreath of the memorial cairn. Ladies and gentlemen, could we please stand for the reading of the Ode of Remembrance? They shall grow not old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them, lest we forget. Ladies and gentlemen, the last post will now sound and be followed by 2 minutes silence. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the official part of the ceremony. Please feel free to wander around and make your way towards the boarding school, where lunch will be served at around 12 o'clock.
Hello, party. Everyone, come. Hello, party. West. Up.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will commence our ceremony of dedication with the singing of the words of our original school anthem, which has been fitted in the program, and it is sung to the tune Marching Through Georgia. Please be seated. Our principal, Mr. Michael Kidd, and Mrs. Kidd, the Deputy Principal, Mr. Joe Wesson and Mrs. Wesson, the guest of honour, Sir William Keys, AC, OBE, MC and Lady Dulcie Keys, the President of the Parents and Citizens Association, Mr. Dennis Simon and Mrs. Simon, the President of the School Council, Mr. Richard Rumble and Mrs. Rumble, members of the Honour Roll Committee, members of the staff, past students of Hurlstone and your families, present students, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Welcome to this wonderful day, and a very warm and special welcome if you are returning to the site of your secondary education for the first time since you left. Today we pay our respects to those ex-pupils who felt that freedom was better than oppression, and their school's motto, Pro Patria, meant a lot to them. Today we also remember those men, perhaps we could refer to them as boys, who died in the course of the war and did not return home. Today we put in place another piece of history in the fine tradition of that this school has built up in its 89 years. To recognise the 50th year since World War II was declared over, we are putting in place, on permanent record, the names known to us of those who responded to their country's call when it was involved in world conflict of 1939-1945 war. We remember the stirring words of a former principal, Mr. Percy Hindmarsh, MA, BSc in Agriculture, who stated publicly at the dedication of the plaque to the late Corporal John Hurst Edmondson, VC, and I quote,